I thought today would be an uneventful ride. We were riding less than 300 kilometers from Kong Lo to Vientiane. According to the GPS, it would take about 5 hours. If I add 2 more hours for lunch and rest stops, then it would take 7 to 8 hours. I know you can cover that distance in about 3 hours at home. In Laos, there are many villages and towns along the highway. You cannot zoom straight to Vientiane. You have to slow down while passing the villages. There are children who play beside the highway. There are tractors using the highway to go to farms. There are people crossing the road and whatnot. As we rode out of Kong Lo, I took one last look at the beautiful place. The hills, the calm farming community, the friendly children who always waved back. Part of the route was over some hills. At the top of the hill, there was a viewpoint, but the winds were very strong. I parked my bike, but when I got off, it felt as though the wind could blow the heavy bike over. So I stood by Cheang and held on to him in case a strong gust of wind really did blow him over. Riding in the strong winds was also a challenge, as the winds would sweep the bike left and right. Riding slowly helped to control the bike. The roads were quite windy and narrow. Some corners were very sharp. At one blind corner, a lorry ate into my lane and I had to swerve to avoid it. Cars and lorries overtaking on the opposite side would simply come out and expect you to move out of the way. Even lorries would try to overtake on the narrow road. We had lunch at the roadside stall. I saw this giant packet of crispy pork rinds, but it turned out to be squid crackers. Later, we stopped at a small petrol station to fill the bike with fuel. The petrol attendant was so short he had to stand on the chair to fill Cheang. Just as we were reaching the capital city, the conditions of the road became very bumpy. The highway was being upgraded, but that section was filled with potholes and uneven tarmac. I did not expect Cheang to have any problems because he was an adventure bike, built to absorb bumps. Suddenly, I heard a loud crack and saw the windshield fall off. Over one of the bumps, Cheang's windshield broke off. I stopped at the next petrol station to break off the sharp edges with my pliers. Then, I filed the edges with a stone. Without the windshield, the sound of the wind became louder. We reached Vientiane eventually and then went for a walk by the river. Then we found an open-air street food place where local street foods were sold.